Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Blue Clouds Media. My name is Zion, as usual, and you can find me right here. Nowhere else. You can find me right here, and I'm here with, as usual, my co-host Stav. I will introduce him later on when I'm done with the intro. You know, it's a beautiful day, and I'm very happy to be here with you guys. So we already got 5 of us waiting to see what Nee has to say today. And you know what? I want to say, Guna, big up to you, Guna, wherever you are. Beautiful day today, the January 18th for 2023, a brand new year. And as we start, I hope that everybody gets whatever he wish in this coming year. We have lots of news to digest and lots of news to talk about. Chelsea news, and we have Arsenal news. We have Manchester United news. You know, the billionaire in UK, Mr. Jim Ratford, I'm sure that's the name. Also in there, he wants to get Manchester United. He couldn't get Chelsea. I'm not sure why he couldn't get Chelsea, but there are reasons why he couldn't get Chelsea. Can he afford to buy Manchester United? As the Glazers are looking for 8 billion. I know he's worth somewhere around some billions like that, but I'm not so sure if he can buy Manchester United. He's highly linked with the football club. We will talk about him. Also, Liverpool are in the news, and then also Galatasaray. We will look into the table of content today. Aubameyang to PSG. Yes, Aubameyang to PSG. Also, ex-Chelsea doctor Eva Carneiro, who left due to spot with Jose Mourinho. Hence, at Blues return after returning to London. Matheus Nunes to Liverpool. Yes, Liverpool in the news. Memphis Depay to Chelsea. We did talk about that yesterday. And then today we're still going to talk about it because the rumor keep coming from different media outlets. Memphis Depay. It's in the Moussa Thuram also update. Yep, the striker that Chelsea could get for 9 million in the summer if they don't get him now. So it means that he'll be going on free transfer. Hakim Ziyech to Newcastle United. I ruled that out. Hakim Ziyech has his own problem. And I wasn't thinking maybe he wouldn't be going to the Premier League. Would Chelsea sell Hakim Ziyech to the Premier League? I'm not so sure. But that's the topic that we are going to talk about it. And also, Garnacho rejects Manchester United contract. Yes, young guy from Manchester United rejects the contract. I'm not so sure, but I have it here. We will also going to get into it. And also, Moussa Diaby to Arsenal. United trial up for sale. Who are they? Who are Manchester United trials that are up for sale? Who are they? Manchester United are players that will be put up for sale. Also, Qatari Consortium interested in the Liverpool sale. Qatari Consortium interested in the Liverpool sale. Datro Fofana to Galatasaray. You guys all know Datro Fofana, the young player who Chelsea just brought in, the Ivorian, whose idol is Didier Drogba. He loved Chelsea. He loved Chelsea very badly. I watched a video of him. And the way people make it sound like, Modric also won Arsenal the same way he also loved Chelsea. But then, as we all said from the beginning, that he's a guy that definitely Chelsea will be putting him up on loan to get much more experience, so he wouldn't rust on the bench. He can also get much more playing time from other football teams that can give him much more playing time. So yes, these are the news that we will delve into it. And then let me welcome my big brother here, Stav, who's my co-host as usual all the time. He is with me, very very respectable person. Welcome to the stream, Stav.
Yeah, good evening everybody. Good evening, Nate. Good everyone in the live chat.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure to have you, Stav. But before I get back to you again, let me see what the viewers have to say. I have my big brother here, Gunnar. Gunnar, welcome to the stream. Gunnar said, big up my guy. Thank you. Have to change the title. Depay is confirmed to Atletico Madrid. Okay, I will change it. I will change the title. It's confirmed to Atletico Madrid. I will ask the show keep going on. And also Charlie, my brother, he's right here. He didn't waste time. He did not waste time at all. Today he gets the opportunity to be the mod on the platform. Big up, my brother. That's a big up, bro. Big up to you, my brother. Where I say, hope you're doing very well. Gunnar said the Glazers is looking for 5 billion pounds. Yes, another news that I read. They're also looking for 8 billion. But then I think the richest man wants to offer 5 billion only if the Glazers will accept that money. But then we'll all get into that situation. No, whilst we're going on, you guys will bring more information out so we can all learn. That's what this platform is all about, to learn. Arsenal are interesting. Arsenal are threatening to get their own back on Chelsea and do a last minute swap for Eva Carneiro. My big brother, Blue Blood, big up to you, sir. I hope you're doing very, very well. Arsenal are trying whatever they can to swap something from Chelsea to make it look like payback, but Chelsea will never sit down for that to happen. Kim So say hello, everyone. Big up to you, Kim So. Kim So is back again. So Depay is joining Atletico Madrid for $1 million. For $1 million, I think that's what Kim So is saying. 3 million. Okay, yeah, for $3 million. Okay, so yeah, we got 5 of us in the stream, and also I123 love you, big up to you, and I hope you're doing very well at work. I'm sure you are working at this moment. Hello, my brother. I work today. I've worked today and listening along. Hope all are doing well. Everyone is doing wonderful. Thank you always to have you in the stream. We got 13 of us watching already. We already got 11 likes. That's wonderful. Let's see how many likes we can get by the end of the stream. So yeah, stuff. Let's get to the main topic. Or do you want to say something before we get to the main topic? Aubameyang to PSG.
Bye-bye. Let him go.
Bye-bye.
That's it. Bye-bye. Let him go. There was a rumour they were after him before anyway. It's not a new one. That PSG want him. But I've got no problem with him going there.
Yeah, this is coming from Media Foot, another newspaper. They said PSG are looking to keep tab on Chelsea's forward Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang future at Chelsea. But like I said, Aubameyang is not moving at this moment, isn't it? He can go through.
Go on.
Yeah, we did talk about it. I think 2 days ago. He
cannot
move from Chelsea.
He can't go anywhere.
Yeah, so until summer.
Yeah, because he's played for his 2 clubs that he's allowed in a season. The only place he can go is Barcelona, but La Liga have to say okay.
Yeah.
And La Liga have not exactly been bending over to help Barcelona. So I think we're stuck with him. But get rid in the summer. Get another salary off the salary list.
Yeah, just like Sap said, get rid of him. Get a salary wage bill down by summer. Yeah, Aubameyang doesn't fit the bill anymore. So yeah, thank you very much for your service, Mr. Aubameyang. We'll see you on the other side. So if you're just joining us and it's your first time, please do not hesitate. It's very, very important. Like the video, and also you can share the video on any of the platform you found yourself. Matheus Nunes to Liverpool. So I probably hold this content for a little bit until Ryan. If Ryan doesn't join, we will talk about it. But I'll wait for Ryan to come in a bit. Then we will talk about it. If you're a Liverpool fan and you're very interested in this news, we can go ahead and talk about it. But then we can still go ahead. According to Fabrizio Romano, Liverpool are hoping to lay Wolves midfielder Matheus Nunes to Anfield in the next transfer window. Next transfer window, is it summer? Oh,
yeah,
probably that could be summer.
Yeah.
So it's not a deal that can alter this January transfer. Yeah, but Memphis Depay, as my brother just said, Gunnar said he's been confirmed. He's been offered to Atletico Madrid. I'm sure that's what Gunnar said. Gunnar, that's what he said, right? Confirmed to Atletico Madrid. Okay, I got my news early in the morning. So the time that I had this news, it wasn't confirmed yet. If what you're saying is right. So at the time that I got the news, it wasn't confirmed because I look at multiple media outlets to make sure that they're all going on the same page. Okay, Memphis Depay, yes, he was linked with Chelsea. So yeah, like I said, Marcus Thuram update. We're going to talk about Marcus Thuram at this moment. David Ornstein has told the Athletic Football podcast that he expects Chelsea to sign a striker this January. The Blues are reportedly interested in Marcus Thuram as their desire option, with Ornstein claiming they have already been in talk over potential signing Marcus Thuram. So, Stav, it looks like the Thuram guy's name is going to be a deal that we'll see this January. I'm not so sure if you think it's going to happen this January.
I think that's a bit of a side thing. I think all the British media, they're talking about other things rather than him, with him being in Germany.
Yeah.
So you would be relying on German media to break that. So it's possible, yeah. I'm not saying it's not happening. And if he comes now instead of in the summer, then you'll be dead sure that Fofana will probably go out on loan.
Yes,
the Galatasaray, if Drogba has his way.
Mm-hmm. We've seen a couple of the players return. I've seen Reece James in training. I've seen Ben Chilwell also in training. Lots of the players are coming back, and I've seen our beast, our new guy. What's his name? Modric also playing in training very hard. So it looks like it's going to be a very, very big game on Saturday. Chad, my brother said Aubameyang can go and Lukaku as well. Cut dead weight. Yeah. Cut the dead weight. You're gonna cut the wages down. Yeah. We're gonna cut the wages down. Thank you very much, Chad. Let me see what he said again. He says, based on financial fair play, who can we sign further in this window? Can we sign Dumfries? It's too expensive. Is it right? It's going to be too expensive. Big up to you, Bobby. Chelsea now have a new chief medical officer. Created a new medical team. So, like I said, medical officer. I'm not so sure if you're talking about someone new, but I have on file that we're going to talk about, which is Eva Carneiro, who was being linked with Chelsea. Who is linked that has the time to return back to Chelsea, who had a problem back in the days when Jose Mourinho was in charge. I know a lot of people have their perspective about this woman. Some people, there was so many news about him. Let's get to Eva before we move on to any other aspect. And then we're also going to come back to what Chad just said in regards to, can we get any other player? He says, based on financial fair play, can we sign further in this window? Can we sign Dumfries? It's right. If right is too expensive, that's what he means. So, but before we go there, Stav, I know where you stand on Eva. What do you make of of her being linked to the football club?
Well, we already have a new, as Bobby said, a new head of the medical department. He was employed when the old guy left, October, November time? October, I think. So she wouldn't be coming in as the main person. She's actually a doctor. And she was involved in the British Olympic team in 2012. And that's how she got noticed by Chelsea. But I don't want to. If once a person has been to the club and there's been trouble, why would you want to bring her back? There's other good doctors out there as well. So I just don't want to. And she obviously didn't behave in a professional manner when she was here last time. So I don't want someone who's going to come in and start disrupting things again. Because the story is beyond just the spat that they had on the touchline. I went back a year before. So, but I'm not going to elaborate. A lot of people have heard the story or rumours of it. And what's the point? Just don't see what the point is. Plenty of good doctors out there. If that's what you're looking for. It doesn't have to be her. And she's probably just, if the club haven't said anything about it, then it's just their attention seeking possibly at the moment. Or she's been seen in London and people are putting 2 and 2 together and getting 6. So until the club say anything, I'm taking it with a pinch of salt.
All right. So until, just like Stav said, until the club says anything, he's just taking it like a pinch of salt. Bobby, I'm not so sure if the same person you are talking about, Stav, is 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Okay. Yeah. There's so many things that I've also heard and I read about it. Stav also, we had a discussion before coming to the platform, and then those things doesn't go well with the football club. If someone has an issue, and that was the reason why she left the football club and hasn't even had had issue with Jose Mourinho even at that moment. And from what she's doing, it's not professional at all. So yeah, we just hope that we don't want to see her again. We don't want to see her at the football club. Bobby said that new owners will not go back to people from the old regime. That is just like that makes a lot of sense, because they got rid of all the Peter Cechs and Marina and Bruce Back and all of them, going with new people. So I hope we don't see her coming back. Big up to you, Aldani. I'm sure that's the name, Aldani Green. He says Chelsea need a midfielder before this January transfer season down. Absolutely, we need some more legs in the midfield. But we have some players also coming back. But you can say the players that are coming back are not in the midfield. I think I don't know. I'm very sure that Chelsea are working very hard. If they don't get Declan Rice, you can't get him. You can't get him this January. Definitely a guy for in the summer transfer window. But then Moses Caicedo is a guy that I think that Chelsea are fighting very, very hard to get him this January. Chelsea are fighting very, very hard. So staff, we did talk about him again yesterday. Moses Caicedo and then Declan Rice. Which of these two guys, before I come back to you, let me read one more of these messages before I go on. Sorry. Staff is 100%. Eva, too much trouble. That is true. Chelsea Perspectives, a big up, my people. We should have at least 20 likes. At least 20 likes. 14 likes. We got 27 of us. Yes, Chelsea Perspective just said. At least we can do with 20 likes. At least. Thank you very much, Mr. Perspective. Big Chelsea, big person in the Chelsea community. That's what I mean to say. Alidani, I'm sure that's right. Aldani. Chelsea need to sign a midfielder before. Why am I going back again? All the talk about Rice is to keep the price as high as 100 million. That's too much money. I wouldn't even go for 100 million. If I go for Rice, 30 million would do. We got 31 of us watching, guys. Let's get the like to 25 at least. Blue Blood says propose a swap with West Ham, Jorginho for Declan Rice. Only if West Ham are going to take him. There will be so much noise. West Ham will not take him because they know what Jorginho can offer. They know Jorginho is not strong. He doesn't have the pace, so they'll be crying. I think the best place for Jorginho is to loan him back or sell him back to Napoli. That would be the best. Yeah, send him back to the Italian league, Napoli. That would be the best.
Blue Blood's joking. He's being sarcastic.
He's being sarcastic. Okay. Bobby Smokey Signal, big up, my brother. Yes, big up to Chelsea. Chelsea and Bobby, Chelsea Perspective and Bobby, they see each other almost every day. So don't shout Bobby out here. No, don't give him a shout out because he's got too many of them. Bobby Signal.
No. Hello, Coach Chiller.
Coach Chiller, yeah.
As in Chelsea Perspective. Notice I called him Coach Chiller, not Couch.
Couch critics, yeah. Big up stuff. Yeah, he's a big up stuff. So yeah, stuff. Let's can we get the Moses guy because everyone is crying for a midfielder this January. Can we get?
Everybody knows, right, that we need a midfielder, a defensive mid, right? Yeah. Everybody's known it for a long time. It seemed that the only person who didn't realise we needed a defensive midfielder is the coach that's departed. He spent weeks saying midfield wasn't a problem and then decided the day before the transfer window that it became a problem. So that's how we've ended up with Zakaria. I think Zakaria looks quite good. He's not really had a chance to get game time and get settled in with the team, but when he's been out there, he's looked good. Whether we're interested in keeping him, that's a different matter. But right now, Caicedo is probably the easiest one. But having said that, Brighton won't just let him come to Chelsea cheap. He's going to be expensive as well. They'll probably want more money for him than they did Cucurella. Because that's what they do, isn't it? They buy players and then sell them for massive profits. Right? I mean, that's probably what they're going to end up doing with Lamptey and players like that. They'll try and move them on for the profit. I'm quite sure that they'll sell Billy Gilmore as well, because the new coach doesn't seem to want him anyway. So they'll sell him for above the 6-7 million plus add-ons he paid us. That was ridiculous, letting him go for that little money. That's how Brighton operate. So if you're going to go and try and buy a player off Brighton, they're going to try and screw you over. Declan Rice, he's not going to be 100 million. That's just a nonsense. Because he's going to be out of contract soon. Right? I think he's got one more season after this season, and the rumor is that he's already got an agreement with West Ham that they'll sell him next summer, or this summer, depending on how you look at it. So, if I had to choose, I would choose probably Declan Rice. The reason I would choose Declan Rice is he's capable of playing centre half. He does carry the ball if he has to. He's good at set pieces. So if he can play centre half, he's going to be good at. That's probably why he's good at set pieces at both ends of the pitch. He's strong. He's quicker than people think he is, and obviously he already has a relationship with our two full-backs, Chilwell, Reece James, Mason Mount, and Gallagher. They've all trained together and played together with England, and the majority of them they trained together. It just, for me, makes more sense because that could give you the spine that we've been missing for a while. We've been missing a spine, and if you've got Thiago Silva for one more season, leading that at the back with the spine, and then you've got these English lads who all stick together. That's how you develop team spirit and a spine. Like we did with Czech, Terry, Carvalho, Drogba, Lampard, Essien, right up to the middle of the pitch. We developed that spine. And it'll also, as these players develop, they'll probably become more better leaders as well. And that's why everything was so good under Mourinho, because everyone was close knit and they all stuck together. And we miss that sometimes. Sometimes you're out on that pitch and it looks like 8, 9, 10 individuals, and you can see it in Silva's face sometimes. He gets frustrated with some of the players around him. And Badishai is going to be good as well.
Badishai, yeah.
Yeah, Badishai is going to be good as well. And because he's new and he's coming in, they can establish this relationship as well. Same with Mudryk. I mean, I saw pictures of him, a video of him.
Yeah, he's training.
He's training, but he was getting on with people already. Yeah. And the players were welcoming him in, and they were like having a laugh with him, joking and walking on and off the training ground with him. So this is the way you establish an understanding of camaraderie, whatever you want to call it, team ethic and that, right? You get rid of the ones who create problems. And however good people thought Aubameyang was going to be, I think he's an issue. I think Sterling could be a bit of an issue. So I think some of these players, they come in, they're experienced, and they're not willing to maybe listen more and be part of a unit. They come in and might think that they're the star man. So I would go for Rice because of the reason.
All right. Stuff just said he will go for Rice, Declan Rice. I mean, if we can get Declan Rice in January, that would be very good. But then let me read a little bit more of the comments that I have here. I'll come back to what Chelsea's perspective said is very, very important to the platform. Chelsea shouldn't spend money so much money to buy wingers. To buy a winger, we should have signed a midfielder, one striker. Yeah, I think Chelsea, Aldani, my brother, I think Chelsea are working very hard to bring in midfielders. Okay, they're working very hard to bring in midfielders. Chad said that we need a cover for James, though. They should get Dumfries, Aspi, and they should get Dumfries. Aspi can't keep up with the young guns. Yeah, Dumfries has been linked with the football club. The Dumfries has been linked with Chelsea. Has been linked heavily with Chelsea, which I have here on my list that we will talk about it. So, Kennedy, welcome to the stream, Kennedy. We got 27 of us. If you're just joining in, don't forget to put a like on the video. It helps the community. It helps the platform, also the channel. Kennedy said, hello, brother. For me, we have to take Caicedo instead of Rice. Everyone has his own option. Everyone has his option.
Give a reason.
Okay, Kennedy, my brother over here said, what's your reason? Why do you think we should go for Caicedo instead of Declan Rice, who has so much experience and who knows Chelsea, who's been with Chelsea before and out and wants to come back and is proven? And the numbers, if you have the statistics, you have the numbers, back your reason or back your comment with any reason so we can all be with you. But we respect your opinion, though. We respect your opinion, Kennedy. So I want to know why you want to get Caicedo instead of Kennedy. We got 35 of us watching, guys. Let's up the like. Let's up the like button. It's very, very important. It's just right there on your screen, right there. Look down there. It's right there. Okay. Aldani said Chelsea shouldn't spend so much money to buy wingers and don't buy a midfielder. Absolutely, Chelsea. To me, I don't even think Chelsea really need a winger, but Potter knows what he's doing. He thinks he can work well with Modric, and that guy is a superstar. He could be a super duper star in the next couple of years. So I think he wants to lay him down and work with him. He knows how he can work with him. That's the reason why he bought him back. Chelsea really need more midfielders. We need more midfielders, and then probably there are some wingers that will be going out.
Can I address that?
Please like the stream and support the community, people. Yeah. Go ahead, Stav.
Yeah, I'll respond to that, right? We all know that Ziyech's going to leave, whether it's now or in the summer, one winger down, right? We all know it would appear that Potter's not overly impressed with Sterling, and Real Madrid have expressed an interest, right? So the likelihood is he's going to go, yeah? Mm-hmm. And because of his injuries and because he won't extend, Pulisic is likely to go. So that's three wingers straight away, right? With regards to getting a midfielder now, right? We're planning for the future, right? All we're going to do this season is stay safe, right? Not get involved in a relegation thing. If we can basically sneak the Champions League, right? We'll be one of the outsiders now, yeah. Like we'll be a good outside bet. Now, midfielders, right? They come at a premium. They're defensive mids, right? Clubs have to want to sell them. Yeah, the players have to want to move. January is notoriously bad time to be signing players. We can all sit here and say that we need this or we need that, but we have to be realistic that January is not the market when you can normally just get top players. Yeah. We all know we need a midfielder. Now, we've got the Liverpool game. If the reports are as I've seen, Zakaria could be back by Fulham or the game after. So it's a situation of where do we go, right? If you want cover for Reece James, just recall Dujon Sterling. Simple as that. Sterling. Yeah, just recall him. He's a good kid, right? He's in the mould of Reece James, just not as advanced and as complete, right? So the kid's similar. Just recall him as the cover. If we're gonna, even if we decide to sell Cucurella, it's not going to be now. In any case, but even if it's now, right? Look at the deal of Matson and bring him back as cover. We're not going to win the league. It's as simple as that, right? We're out with the cups. So now we're building for next season. That's what we're building for. So people just slow down, right? Like I gave a reason why I would prefer Rice, because he would be integrated into the team easier and knows more players, and they all play together and train together for England as well. So it's like a unit. So I gave a reason, and that's why I said to the person live chat, why Caicedo? Not saying I don't like Caicedo, not saying I don't want him, or we shouldn't go for him. I'm just expressing a preference as it stands. Neither of them, I can't see either of them coming now. Yeah, I can't see either of them. Because even Brighton are challenging for the European place, Europa League. Right? So why are they going to start just selling players now? So I don't see Caicedo coming now either. Right? And if he's going to come, they're going to want too much for him. Rice is next season. He's not coming now. Right? Forget Rice. Right? So let's just make do with Zachary if he's going to come back. And like Bobby suggested last night.
Chad even just said plus Pulisic injury worse also in terms of his injuries. Yeah.
For 3 months, right?
Yeah. So stop. 1 minute. Let me get back to you. Yeah. Welcome to the stream. The daddy. I think the dada. I'm sure that's the name. The dada Jackson. I'll say Jackson to make it easy for me. It says, will Eva return? Eva Carneiro, I think that's the name. Bobby earlier on and also Stav earlier on, this is what they said. The new owners don't want to have anything to do with the old regime. So when they came in, they sacked all these old people, the hierarchy that were working with they're working with Abramovich. They sacked everyone. So if you're listening, I'm not so sure. It has been linked. Even I have that thing on my computer over here that we were talking about. I really doubt, because the reason why he left and then the rumor surrounding his departure was not good at all. It's very, very unprofessional, and I don't ever think that Chelsea or Todd Boehly will bring in anyone that I've worked with a football team or football club in the past again. So let's get that out of the way. We got 40 of us watching, and we only had 19. Come on, guys. Let's get it to at least 35 or 30. We had 40 of us watching. If you enjoy what you're listening, and you also please get involved. Let us know what you make of the new team, the injury list, the new player, Modric, and all these players. Also, Abiola, my brother, my Niger brother, big up to you. He said, what did he say? He says Chelsea should buy right back, and the DM, it's okay. Right back in the DM. At DM, it's okay. That's what Abiola is saying. Big up to you, my brother. I hope everyone is doing very, very well. Chad said, he said, well, in terms of a winger, I think Sterling should go, Ziyech should go, and try to get what's this guy's name? Oh, the same name again. I hardly can pronounce it. Says we want quality, not quantity, which is much more understandable. Quality and not quantity. Welcome to the stream, Mr. Steven. Welcome to the stream. Big up to you.
You're right. Can you hear me all right, yeah?
I can hear you perfect. I can hear you perfectly. And I'll get back to you in a minute. Chad said plus Pulisic injury, which I just said it earlier. I read it earlier on. Chelsea should buy one right back and a DM. It's okay. I think Kennedy says Rice might be too expensive, yet he plays almost the same as Caicedo. Though why I go for Caicedo. So Kennedy has come with his explanation, the reason why he went for Caicedo. He says Wright might be too expensive, yet he plays almost the same as Caicedo. That's why. Yes, sir.
He's not going to cost what the media are saying he's going to cost. People are just seeing something and they're taking it as gospel, right? And a done thing. Okay. He's not going to cost 100 million, right? At most, he's going to cost 70 million, and they may get 2 or 3 add-ons because he has an agreement already that he can leave next summer.
Stop.
He's going to cost 100 million.
I'll get back to you real quick. Let me read this. I got two more. Let me finish it and I'll get back to you. I don't want the viewers to know to really feel like I'm ignoring their messages. Chat said that we're building for next season. I rather quality so we can salvage things. Now we just need to rebuild for next season. Yes, sir. That makes a lot of sense. Big up to you. The new owners will turn Chelsea good. I think he said that the new owner would turn Chelsea good. I mean, he's trying to say that the new owners will make Chelsea great, good again. Okay. Blue Blood said looks like a bid of at least 37 million will be required for Caicedo and Rice in his last season at West Ham United. Will go for a lower price than the current valuation. That's what Stav was even talking about. Coming from Usman. Okay, Usman Ba, he's joining us from Sierra Leone. Big up to all Sierra Leoneans, all Sierra Leone, everyone there. Big up to everyone there. So we need right back and DM Usman Ba from Sierra Leone. Yes, we know Sierra Leone. I think Rudiger is coming from Sierra Leone, right? Rudiger. I'm very sure he's coming from Sierra Leone.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I know he does a lot of charity work there as well.
Yeah. Yeah, he's coming from Sierra Leone. So yeah, big up to all Africans out there. Bro, I'm just coming in the stream. What is it about this guy on the screen? Please tell me more about him. All right, it's been confirmed he's joined Atletico Madrid. This is what Fabrizio Romano tweeted earlier on. So if you just joining me, I'll take him off the screen. I guess you don't want to see him on the screen, so I'll take him off. Fabrizio Romano tweeted 57 minutes ago. He says Memphis Depay to Atletico Madrid. Here we go. Agreement sealed on fee around 3 to 4 million to Barcelona. Depay is set to travel to Madrid for medical soon. So that's the reason why he's there. I'll take him off for you. I know probably you don't want to see his face, but I'm very sorry. I'll take him off the screen for you. My bad. I'll take him off. Yeah, Steven, what's going on? Oh, I was sorry. Stop. You were talking before I took the microphone from you.
No, it's just like I said, people need to take things that are being bandied around. Yeah, as some kind of gospel. People have been like living on this. Rice is going to cost too much. Right? Maybe he will, maybe he won't. But it's not gospel, right? And the media can suggest, like Bluebird just said there, right, that it'll take 35 whatever million to get Caicedo. Not now, it won't. They'll not let him go for that little amount of money. Not now, right? And if he does go, it'll be the summer, I would expect. And they'll just bump the price up. It's as simple as that, because there'll be other people in for him as well. A lot of it's conjecture because he's played for Potter, and that he'll just definitely go in for it until I see something like coming from the club, right, saying that we're in talks with Brighton. Then I will leave it. But the media, it's in England they call it the silly season. Mm-hmm. That's what it's called in England, the silly season, because all sorts of things get thrown around by the media because they don't have any news. They don't have any tournaments to report about, no scandals to report. So the transfer windows, big news. It's like you. It's like Coachella with Chelsea Perspective, right? More active during the transfer window than maybe normal, right? And that's because you've got something to throw around. But don't take everything as gospel regarding fees. And we all know we need a right back and a midfielder, but they're both premium positions. We could possibly get some fees because Inter Milan are in trouble.
Yeah,
that could be the reason. But if Man U go in for him as well, then we've got competition, which is what I've read, right? And Ten Hag will know how good he is, and Ten Hag will be a good bargaining chip, won't he? Because Dumfries knows what he did at Ajax. So there's a lot of conundrums.
Okay.
We can just throw a name in, doesn't mean we're going to get them.
Okay. Yes, Stav, I've said it all again. Steven, what do you have for us today? Eva Carneiro. Eva is coming. Let's start with you, Eva. You know the story of Eva, right?
Of course.
Do you think Chelsea will bring him back?
Maybe. We'll have to see. It would be nice to have competent in our medical staff for once.
Steven, before I know, hold on. I know you have a lot to say, but before you said quickly and it's competent and whatever, you go ahead. Look, in regards or related to what he did in the past, do you think he's competent enough? Is he professional enough for Todd Bowley to give him a second chance at the club?
Jay.
Who?
It's just Jay.
Oh, sorry. Give her another chance at the club. Eva.
Yeah, she didn't do anything wrong. It was like Jose that was in the wrong on that one.
No, besides that, Steven.
Bro, honestly, our injury record when we had compared to what we have now.
Steven. There were so many rumors surrounding her departure that she was in relationship with lots of the footballers, players in there.
Bro, people go make up stories all the time just because it's what sells, and they need to get clicks and they need to sell the papers and stuff.
I understand your opinion. Your opinion also makes a lot of sense. Okay, Steven, I go ahead with what you want to share with us.
What I will say on the Caicedo stuff, the interesting stuff's legit. If we're to believe the prices, then what Rice cost in the summer is going to be what's being touted as Caicedo for now. And on top of that, the right back thing, I don't think we'll get Dumfries. I don't think we'll get a lot of right backs because they know they're coming in to compete with Reece James, who when he's fit, he's the best right back in the world. And I'm not saying that to be biased. That's just fact because people used to say it's Trent, but what's Trent really bring? Okay, he can attack. Reece can attack and be just as effective, but Reece can also defend. So the point is people will look at it and go, I'm going into Chelsea, I'm not guaranteed game time because who I'm competing against. So we're not guaranteed to get one of the top right backs that like potentially up for sale.
This is funny over here. Yeah, Steven, this is fun. Let me just bring this out. It sounds funny, and I know Chelsea fans would like to hear this. This is coming from someone that just tweeted. This is Arsenal fans talk about Modric having 9 league goals, but let's not forget Modric has more Champions League goals than Saka, Martinelli, Smith Rowe, Odegaard, and Nketiah all combined.
Let's not also forget they want to bring it up now. They want to bring it up now, but they bid the exact same amount as we bidded.
Yeah.
So if they bought him, we're having a different conversation. But because they missed out on him, all of a sudden, he's only got 9 goals, and we don't really want him because of this and that. Well, you bid the same amount. Your club bid the same amount as we bid. The only reason I got accepted was because of the add-ons and stuff like that.
They have unrealistic add-ons for this guy to win Ballon d'Or. Unachievable.
They probably said, we'll put add-ons for winning the Champions League and got laughed out the room.
It was part of it. Champions League was part of it, and Ballon d'Or was part of it, which is unrealistic achievement. So I heard this the CEO of Shakhtar when he spoke on the radio the other day, and he said some unrealistic achievement add-ons.
Yeah, he wasn't speaking about Ballon d'Or though. He didn't state what they were. No. He was saying with Chelsea it's Champions League and Premier League, but he didn't say about Arsenal.
Yeah, Jim White said it, but he said he cannot. Did you listen to it, Steven? I'm not sure many.
I haven't listened to. I've read what was said through like the Athletic, and he didn't state anything related to Arsenal. He just said with Chelsea's was related to Premier League and Champions League. He didn't. He said that there's nothing in the Chelsea one about the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, the presenter who asked him those questions, he doesn't want to say, he doesn't want to state that Arsenal did that, Arsenal did that. But from what the presenters, they have the clue of what was in it because they don't want to make. I mean, they don't want to make it public. But one way or the other, yeah. So yeah, unrealistic. He said. To me, I really, I heard what he said. He said that he made that statement that unrealistic achievement that they had in the clause for Modric to win Ballon d'Or. That was part of it. And he didn't say Ballon d'Or, but then unrealistic is what he stated.
Yeah, but unrealistic is also Arsenal winning the Champions League, though. That's not even a joke, though, because even when they had their best team, they didn't win it.
Yeah. All right, this is coming from my brother. He mentioned the players' name here. Chad, I can always not mention these guys.
It's the Georgian winger from Napoli. That's the best way of putting it.
Yeah, Georgia winger from Napoli. Yeah, I can never mention this name. And my brother he loves this player. He did mention him many times yesterday. Chad mentioned him yesterday and today too. But then if I tried this, I might even end up biting my tongue. From Napoli, he makes Victor looks good at Napoli. Look, there are players that complement each other. It's just like Lukaku scored so many goals in the Serie A. I mean, in the Italian league. We end up having Lukaku back to the Premier League, and he was a stinker. He couldn't even score goals. You get what I'm saying? So there are some players complement other players and make them play good. So if you don't look at things very well, if you're not a technical guy and look at why this player plays so good, and you just go in for that individual, you may bring him to your football club, and then it might not go well because Lautaro Martinez made Lukaku look so good. Everyone can say that, right, Stephen and Stav?
Listen, right. I know you don't like Lukaku at all, right? I know that, yeah, right. But he came into the club, and he was coached by a coach who didn't really want him, right? Played a system that benefited false nine, not a striker. Okay, he had COVID, right? He got injured away. Sweden, was it? Him and Werner got injured in the same game. So he was out injured as well. He had COVID, right? He had a coach who didn't want him. Coach who openly said he's not changing the system to suit one man. Yeah. And the guy still scored 15 goals in all competitions, right? Which is one goal less than Didier Drogba scored each of his first two seasons. Right, so we can all slate him. Right, we can all see he was a stinker. He was this, he was that. Right, but we also know, and if you're going to be honest, Nate, you know, right, that Tuchel was obsessed by his system. He only had the one system that he liked to use. He could change it mid-game, right? Maybe go back four. He did back four in the cup games against the weaker teams. But in the Premier League, he was obsessed with this system, and we won just 9 of our 19 home games in the Premier League. That should tell you something, okay? So we can all slate Lukaku, but just stop and think, right? It wasn't all his fault. He reacted badly. I admit that, right? But Tuchel's one of these coaches who the boss and you're out of here if you don't do it my way. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I mean, let's put Lukaku aside. I brought Lukaku issue out, and Stav is about to eat me up. Stav is about to eat me up already. I don't want to argue with Stav here today.
No, I didn't say that. Listen, there was issues. I'm not disagreeing. There was issues, right? But a lot of it was down to Tuchel as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Chelsea Perspective said nobody knows what will happen. I think it's regards to Eva. We'll see. We'll guys, keep your ears on, and we'll give you the update as time goes on. Chelsea Perspective said your thought on the possibility of Thuram, Thomas Tuchel joining Tottenham Hotspur. Thomas Tuchel joining Tottenham Hotspur. Cannot see any player wanting to leave Napoli at the moment. Yes, sir. Osman is not going anywhere. So yeah, our thoughts on Thomas Tuchel joining. I don't think he fancied that project. I don't think he fancied what the project.
Why would he go there? What's the point? Right? What's the point? You're going to get, if you get rid of Conte, right, and Tuchel goes in, he's still going to want money to be spent.
Yep.
Right? He's still going to want money. Right? That's why we shifted him, because he wasn't willing to build a long-term project. Right? And the thing is, I'm quite happy.
That's it.
I'm quite happy if he goes. If he goes to Tottenham, yeah, and he wants Sterling, right, and he wants Koulibaly and all that, right, I'm quite happy for him to go to Tottenham, right. But he's not going to win. He's not going to be a league champion, right. He wasn't going to be one at Chelsea, so he's certainly not going to be one at Tottenham.
Stephen, what do you make of that, Stephen? Guys, if you're just joining us, please do not forget to like the video. We've seen a lot of you coming in, and then you forget to like the video. So yeah, if you get there, please put a like on the video. It's very, very important. Stephen, Thomas Tuchel, what do you make of it? Him joining Tottenham? Do you think he fancied that project because he likes money? He's just like Antonio Conte. If Antonio Conte is mourning at this moment, then what do you make of Tuchel?
I mean, we're talking about Tuchel wants money. His comments in the preseason after Arsenal basically proved it, right? When he said, how can you expect anything different when you've got the same players? That was like a way of saying to the owners, you need to go out and you need to spend on players to improve the team. He's a win now manager, as is it Stav was saying?
Yeah.
He's a win now manager who won't look. Apparently, from what I've heard, he said to like Villa, to Chukwuemeka, to the ownership, yeah, get him in, I'll play him, and all this. Didn't use him, or he used him for like 2 minutes, literally 2 minutes. And look what we've seen from him since Potter's come in. The guy's been performing really well, and he's even had a couple of starts for us as well.
You only have to look at Lewis Hall, don't you, to see the difference?
Well, yeah, that's another one. I was saying at the game, the other day, I went, how embarrassing must it be if you're Cucurella, you're losing your spot to an 18-year-old centre mid when, like, your own position, left back, to an 18-year-old centre mid when your old manager is the manager now because your performances have been that bad and the main starter is out injured. Benched by an 18-year-old centre mid. That's nothing against Lewis Hall. It's just when you look at it, the fact that he's playing out of position and he's outperforming you in your position.
Yeah, he's doing a better job.
Yeah.
Doing a better job. Like, at the end of the day, like, they have a project, right? Clearlake and Bowley, right? They've shown it with some of the signings. They gave Tuchel the signings he wanted in the summer. Koulibaly, Aubameyang,
Sterling,
all that one, right? They gave him the established players, right? So he could build a team around those players. Yeah. But he was told what the project was, and now we've seen that the project, what it is, by signing these younger guys, right? It's for the long term. And like, I'm watching TV, I'm reading the newspapers, I'm going on social media, and everybody's angry. Oh, how come they could be spending this much? What are they doing? Why are they giving them long-term contracts? Nobody knows. The opposition and the media are so stupid, right? Because the information's out there as to why they're giving long-term contracts, as we discussed, right, with FFP and all that, right? When Bowley first came in, right, one of his first statements was, because he asked me, "You're going to sign a lot of players and this kind of stuff." And he said, "I don't know. We have to look at FFP and see how that works." And they obviously did that. So now they're signing these young guys, right? But Tuchel wasn't interested in that, right? He wanted to try and get instant success, right? And no matter what people think, right, he's not a patch, right, on Pep. We all know that, right? Despite the fact City have had a couple of bad games lately, right? His record doesn't match up to Klopp either, right? And Arteta's showing that he's learned from Pep, right? There's no way Tuchel's going to win the Championship, no matter which English club he goes to, right? But we don't want to win the Championship now. The club itself, the owners, they want to build to win it 2, 3, 4 times, right? If not in succession, win it a couple of times, then miss one, then win it a couple of times again. You know what I'm saying, right? And Tuchel didn't want that. And they told him, these are the kind of players we want to bring in, and this is our project. He didn't want it. So he made his own bed, let him lie in it. If that bed is at Tottenham, let him go there. Because I'll tell you something, right? What's his name? I forgot his name now. Levy.
Daniel Levy.
Right? Yeah, he's going to be an even bigger dick, right? Than Bordy ever was. Right? He'll get nothing out of Levy. Yeah? You know that, Steve. Right?
Levy don't even know what money is, man. It's only because Conte isn't signing a contract that he's giving him money, let's be honest.
Yeah. And the thing is, he's not even the owner. Right? He's like the shareholder.
Isn't he a minority or something?
Yeah, he's a minority owner. He's like the chief executive.
He's like the face, isn't it?
Yeah, the face, the chief executive. It's some company out in the Caribbean somewhere, one of these tax dodging companies, right? So Tuchel he'll get, if he wants to go there, Levy will make him promises. He'll go there, they'll buy him 1 or 2
and then he won't
players.
get it.
No, he'll get 1 or 2 players top whack, but he'll be expected to get rid of some, right?
Yeah.
And he'll be told, if you want this player, that player, and that player, you're going to have to sell Harry Kane, right? Because we need to get a big amount of money in, right? They're like the Glazers. They don't want to spend their own money if they can get away with it. And Levy's confrontational, right? He won't take no nonsense. I mean,
the other thing is...
just one second, he sacked Mourinho, yeah, right? Who got them to the final, their first final since 2007, and he sacked him so he wouldn't have to pay him a bonus for winning the Carabao Cup. That's why he sacked him, and everybody knows that.
Yeah. The other thing as well, though, is that what I was saying about like we know Levy don't spend you. That's why Conte's smart. You think if Conte signed a new contract now, because apparently they're offering him a new contract, he knows if he signs it now, he ain't getting anything.
Yeah, he's been in the job, so he knows what's coming.
Yeah, so I won't sign the contract. Give me what I want, and then I might sign the contract.
Yeah. And he's not going to get it, is he? So...
No. But then if he don't get it, he'll walk, and then he'll go somewhere else, and he might actually have success somewhere else.
Yeah. Nobody who wants to win the Champions League will ever give Conte a job, because he's only ever won leagues and cups. He's never won the Champions League, not that I can remember.
Yeah, because all I can remember, what Juve, I don't know where he was before that.
Inter Milan.
Inter. Yeah, he ain't won it there.
He's been there
He's
twice.
never won it. What, Inter? So he's done Inter, Juve, Chelsea, Tottenham.
Yeah. And then he went back to Inter. So
yeah, so he wouldn't have won it.
No, Mourinho won it for Inter, didn't he? He was the only one that won it for them. And then Mourinho was followed by Rafa, our favourite manager, Benitez, who made a total mess of the job, and ended up in mid-table before they sacked him after 6 months. He got sacked after 6 months, didn't he? So, anyway, yeah, I think Tuchel can go to Tottenham if he wants, right? Because it'll just give me a laugh.
It'd just be another Chelsea. I'm not saying Mourinho's a reject, right? Just bear with me. It'd be essentially another Chelsea reject in terms of managers that's gone to Tottenham and won nothing. Because you think at how many managers have managed both clubs. Because wasn't AVB at Tottenham after he managed us?
I think so,
or
yeah.
was he Tottenham then us? I think it was us and Tottenham, innit?
Yeah, because we got him from, I think it was Porto.
Yeah.
Because he used to work with Jose, didn't he? He was one of Jose's.
So.
Yeah, he was one of Jose's assistants.
So AVB, Mourinho, Conte, potentially Tuchel. I can't even think of any others. I know there's quite a few. I looked it up before. There was a few like way back.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm back. I'm back again. You guys, thank you very much for hosting the show. Whilst I was around the corner doing something. Yes, this has been tweeted by Fabrizio Romano. Excuse me. Jesus Christ. Excuse me. Fabrizio Romano just tweeted this. Nottingham Forest are in advanced talk to sign Chris Wood. Negotiation progression will over loan with buy option. And in the clause, I think that's what it means. Okay, we're gonna move on to Marcus Thuram. This is stated by David Ornstein. Yesterday, we brought another update of Marcus Thuram. If Chelsea are looking for striker, there is a player, like I said, a player that Chelsea can have him for only 9 million if they don't get him this window. It means that Chelsea can still get this guy in the January transfer for only 9 million. Everything will go into his pocket. David Ornstein has said. David Ornstein said told the Athletic Football Podcast that he expects Chelsea to sign a striker this January. The Blues are reportedly interested in Marcus Thuram as the desired option, with Ornstein claiming they have already been in talks over potential signing this player. So yeah, before we get into Thuram's link, let me read these two comments here for my brother here. Chad said, Luis Hall to me is it's way better than Cucurella. Luis is gonna be great on the left. As James on the right, I see that potential in Luis. Yeah, Luis. I like his the energy and then the strength. He's very strong on the ball. Very strong on the ball. Charts they spread out the long contract to save money, payment over a long period of time. Yes, that's exactly what we did talk about over here. Spot on, Chad, spot on. Steven, you guys were on the floor talking.
One thing I will say is, you know how people were criticizing us for long contracts, right?
Yeah.
Do you notice, I don't know if you've seen the news, you know that Garnacho of Man United?
It's right here. I have it here. He rejected the contract.
Yeah. No, apparently he's got one till 2029 with an option till 2030. Got offered today. I think he accepted.
Guys, if you come on, do not forget to put a like on the video. Big up to our new, I think our brother over here. He said, Batshuayi come to you, Nottingham Forest. Come to Nottingham Forest is Batshuayi, come to Nottingham Forest. That's what it means. Big up to you, my brother. Be part of the community. Also, send your comment down there. It doesn't take nothing for us to read it. I'll just read it freely. We don't charge a penny to read your comments. It's free. So send them in and get engaged. We're still growing. The community getting bigger and bigger all the time. And be part of it. Be here all the time. Let's learn. Steven, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just like, some people criticize us for doing long contracts and stuff, but United are literally looking at it now. So it'd be interesting to see what the narrative is with that compared to what the narrative is with us doing it. That's something I'm looking forward to because they'll probably say it's great business.
Yeah, it won't matter, will it, if it's them?
No, it's United. Everyone has a problem with Chelsea, always.
I said it last night. Right, the media hate Chelsea. Right,
They always have. They always will.
they were like last night. I couldn't hear what they were saying because I was live in this show, right? But they had Sky Sports News on, and you could see them. They were all like Kavi Sovakal, the other
Oh,
idiot.
is this about the money spent and all that rubbish?
Yeah. They don't get it. They just don't get it. Right? They don't understand. I've had this conversation with 3 or 4 people on Facebook today, and one of them was an Arsenal fan, and they just don't get it. They go, UEFA's going to get you. You're going to be sorry when they catch up with you. I said, I said to them, they can't catch up with us. We're doing it within their rules. Do you not understand?
The ironic thing on that is, remember we got done by UEFA for the thing with the young players and that, and then City and PSG had breaches and there was no issue, like no transfer ban, nothing.
No, that was FIFA.
And then also
that was UEFA, wasn't it?
No, it was
I thought
FIFA.
that was a UEFA thing, no?
No, it was FIFA. FIFA control.
They're all corrupt anyway.
Yeah, FIFA control international things. UEFA just control European things. And because we brought foreign players in, young kids, it's FIFA, right? And the transfer ban was put down by FIFA, and unfortunately,
I just it was related to UEFA though.
No, it's FIFA. UEFA's FFP, things like that affect the European game.
If they come for us, we'll just do what we all know that City with their oil money did.
Steve and Stephen, they're not going to come for us. Everything we're doing is within their rules, right? You have to remember.
But we also know how dodgy they are, though. That's my worry.
It doesn't matter, right? Listen, right? They changed the rules from the original FFP, which was 2009, right? They've changed it now.
Yeah, something got to do with your income now, right?
Yeah, right. They've changed it right now, and they're basically what we're doing is within their new rules, which regards players. Right, being under 21, which is why we're buying these young lads, because it doesn't go onto our FFP. But it's within their rules. It's within their rules.
They'll find a way because of who we are.
No, they can't.
That's what I worry about.
Yeah, but they can't, can they? Because it's written. It's there. It's in their statutes. If they try and change it, sorry, just because it's
get yourself some water, and then we'll get back to you. Get some water.
That's some water. No, just swallow it. Yeah. If they change their rules, we'll just end up in court with them, right? And we'll go to CAS first, Court of Sport Arbitration, right?
Court of Arbitration of Sport, whatever it is.
Yeah, it's there in writing. That's their rules.
Anyway, even if they do try it and they do give us a ban, at least we'll have a mega team built anyway.
They won't give us a ban. They can't. Right? They can't. We're already on their watch list. Right? We're on their watch list. And the reason that we're doing this way now is because Bowley and Clearlake have done their investigating. They've looked at the statutes and the rules of UEFA. And now they're going and getting these young guys. Right? And what it is a player, is judged on his age, right, from the year, January of the year the season started, right, within 2022 to 2023 season, right? So last January, anyone who was 21 or under, right, can be amortized the transfer fee, and that's why we're handing out these long-term contracts, right? And the players we're buying predominantly were 21 or under last January, not this January, right? And it's the same thing as how you class under 21s. It goes at the beginning of the year that the season started in. So we're in 22, 23. So whatever somebody was January of last year, that's how they're classified. So they know what they've done. right? And that's why the long-term contracts. When we signed Kepa, everyone's going, what the hell did we give him a 7-year deal for? Because we had to sign him for 70 million, right? And the 7-year deal was to amortize his fee for 10 per year.
On
right?
average, it's about 10 years.
Yeah.
All right. Let me take this real quick. Big up to you. I think Upon Cole. Upon, let me know where you're watching us from. You're always welcome to the platform. And also subscribe and like the video if you haven't. Upon. As for me, we need the best coach. We need the best coach. Coach back to the club, Thomas Tuchel. Oh, I'm very sorry. There are so many coaches that have done something for Chelsea Football Club. If you tag Thomas Tuchel as the best coach, then it looks like you haven't seen much of the coaches. We've had Ancelotti. We've had Jose Mourinho. We've had a lot of coaches that have been through the club. So if you say Thomas Tuchel is the best coach, I understand why you're saying that. He won the Champions League with Chelsea. But then there are other people that paid the way for him to win it. So it's not that easy. We have Carlo Ancelotti. He's won everything on planet Earth. Carlo Ancelotti, they've passed through Chelsea before. So if you're saying the best coach, I would say I want Carlo Ancelotti back because he's the best coach to me.
And yet he failed at Everton.
Yeah.
And he's struggling at Real Madrid now. Look, right, the people like to use the word GOAT, meaning the best, right?
Yeah, the greatest of all time.
Yeah, the GOAT of Chelsea's footballing history is Jose Mourinho, untouchable, right? Because not only did he win those trophies, right, he built a team that just carried on winning after he went. Because
he built the spine of our team that was there for decades.
And he left that mentality there, right? And that team continued for nearly 10 years, right? If you want to, say, Tuchel's the best coach we've ever had because he won the Champions League, forget the Super Cup, right? The Super Cup's a one-off game. It's not even a proper final, right? That was won by Gianluca Vialli first, right? The only thing he did that was different from anybody else was win the Club World Cup. And I guarantee you, we would have won the Club World Cup, right, if it wasn't Rafael Benitez, who was our coach.
Yeah.
Don't
even want to say it.
We would have won that anyway. And that's a 2-game thing, right? It's such a nonsense that FIFA are trying to turn it into a 24-team tournament because they know
it's going to be, though, isn't it? Didn't that get approved?
Next year. It was supposed to be this year in China, but they put it back because of the situation in China and because of the World Cup being in December. So they've suspended that. But they're going to make it a 24-club competition, right? And basically, it's suited the European champions the most because they don't go until the last 2 games, right? They only played 2 games. Those teams we played had already played 2 games before we even got there.
Okay.
I think they play one, don't they? Don't they play one and then they... Oh, wait. I can't remember how many teams
played 2. Some of them played 2.
Oh, yeah, and then one comes in after that or something. Yeah, it's a complicated thing. I can't even remember now. It's been like a year already.
If you want to make a big deal out of winning the Champions League, right, all I can say is Roberto Di Matteo, who was an assistant, wasn't even the coach.
I was thinking that.
And he won it, right? He won it, right? And it was like Tuchel, right? Andre Villas-Boas got us out the group stage, right? And then Di Matteo won it. And it was the same thing. Lampard got us out the group stage, right? And Tuchel won it in empty stadiums, playing on neutral ground, right? For some of the away games. That was the easiest Champions League to ever win. If you want to talk about Tuchel, right, look at his league record, right? 9 out of 19 home games, right, at Stamford Bridge in the EPL. He drew 2 Carabao Cup games with Villa and Southampton, needed penalties, and he lost to Real Madrid. Let's get this into context, right? People are still dreaming about that Champions League and making out like it was the be-all and end-all. Champions League wins you about 105 million euros if you win it, right? The Premier League wins you 160 million pounds, right? So let's get realistic. Yeah, he won the Champions League, well done. But 18 months later, right, he had a poor home record. Then he went and lost 3 matches in 7 games at the start of the season. He didn't have no injuries, right? He started at Mainz in Germany, won nothing, right? Went to Borussia Dortmund, won his first trophy, the German Cup, right? And nobody doubted Tuchel, and they gave him jobs. He got the PhD.
Okay, stop. Going to Tuchel again. Stop. Love Tuchel.
No.
Stop,
I'm
has
educated.
too much
No, I'm
history on
educated.
Tuchel.
Someone else
Nee,
brought this.
just quick.
Yes, sir.
I've just seen Ben Jacobs replied to a tweet from Absolute Chelsea. Yeah, so Absolute Chelsea put best caption wins Blues, and it's Bowley. I don't know where he is, but he's got his hands together. He's looking up almost like he's praying. So Ben Jacobs replied to it saying, "Please consider the structure of the deals, not just the overall number."
Oh, okay. The structure of the deal.
Because you know how, because the guy said best caption wins. So you know how everyone's going on about the money. So Ben Jacobs just said, please consider the structure of deals, not just the overall number.
That even this morning I was reading an article whereby someone said in an article that everyone will be looking out to do what Chelsea have done. And then someone replied in the other side of the article and he said, look, not everyone can do what Chelsea is doing because the profile of player they're targeting is different from everyone's player. So not everyone can do exactly what Chelsea is doing. I even talked about a loophole yesterday, that there's no loophole anywhere. So, like I said, not everyone can do what Chelsea is doing. Chelsea are very, very smart. The American is a very, very smart guy, and he brought in the right person who thinks that they can do the right thing at the football club. The football club hasn't done a lot of things right so many years, but now Chelsea are finding the right way of managing this football club. And I'm very, very happy for Todd Bowley. Phantom of Many Topics said 1 year ago last night, I was at Craven Cottage. You always come and talk about Fulham. Phantom of Many Topic. Always Fulham. What's wrong with you? Captain for Fulham game against Brighton. We won 6-2. We are the champions of the Championship League. You will never think that. I'm not sure who he's referring to. Maybe Arsenal. I'm very, very sure.
He's on about, wasn't he? Listen.
Championship League's the one below the Prem. Chelsea ain't getting relegated. We're fine. Yeah. We don't need to sing that.
We got 26 of us watching, guys. We got 26 of us watching. If you're part of us and you haven't subscribed or you haven't liked the video, please, it's very, very important for the platform. Do us a favor. Just take a finger and just like it, or maybe just click on the share link and share onto any other social media platform that you found yourself. It is very, very important. That is how this channel can grow and grow. Just a couple of weeks ago, we were under 1,000 subscribers. Now we're up to 2,000 and above, 2,200 and something subscribers, so 2K and above. So yes, join the community that is growing very, very fast and be part of us. And also, do not hesitate. Send your comment in. We will take our time and read it. Any news that you found on the internet, bring it down here, and we will talk about it. We're just learning and then also talking football. You like talking football? We love talking football too. So if you're watching us, send your comment down, and then I'll take my time to read it. It is very, very important for the platform. Very, very important. My big brother here also said, what's his name? Says Oskodam. I'm sure that's the name. Please, if I didn't say your name right, please forgive me. He says, I'm telling you now this. If Atletico Madrid signed Depay, Joao Felix is gone, be permanent at Chelsea. Mark my word. Yes, mark my word, my brother. Yes, it is true. It is true, because what I read yesterday is Chelsea are
Oh, it's a
trying and
permanent.
forcing. Yeah, they've signed the player.
The original talk was that it was going to be a loan deal.
There's an option to buy now.
No, it says he'll sign a contract till 2028.
Hold on. Let me
That's
get
what
that here.
that's what Fab's tweet says. It says that he'll sign a contract till 2028. I'm loaded it up now because I didn't see that tweet. Yeah, his tweet says agreement sealed 3 to 4 million to Barcelona.
Mhm.
He'll travel for medical soon. He'll sign a contract till June 2028. Oh, he put contract
No.
until 2025, of course, at Atletico Madrid. What? That makes no sense. Contract till 2025, of course, for Depay at Atletico Madrid, 2.5-year deal.
And when was that tweet? What time was that tweet?
So he messed up his first one and then he corrected it. It's till 2025.
Yeah, this one
I
is
don't
still
know.
2028.
Fab don't make sense. He needs to correct it. Yeah, but if you look at it, it's a thread and it then says contract till June 2025, of course, for Memphis at Atletico
Yeah,
Madrid,
contract until
2.5-year
June.
deal.
Yeah.
So he corrected it. So he'd put 2028, but it's actually 2025. But either way, that's a permanent move then. The original talk was that it was going to be a loan deal.
That's
So
what
I
we're
still thought it
saying.
was a
That's what
loan
my
deal.
brother here was saying. So yeah, my brother, you are very right. Thank you very much for that feedback. And I even read it earlier on, the same thing that I read earlier on. Yeah, because this is sealed. The deal is done. That means that Felix will be at the club. Felix will stay at Chelsea. Felix deal, and I think the summer will be permanent for Chelsea. Chelsea will get this deal done. And as
I wouldn't
I
be
think
surprised if there's some sort of gentleman's agreement between Chelsea and Atletico.
Yeah, Ben Jacob tweeted that he's. I think I don't know if it was yesterday or he said Chelsea are working very hard to get Felix deal done. I think I read something like that yesterday. So guys, we'll be looking at. I mean, if you guys don't have any more thing to say, let's move on to another topic here. Unless you got something else to say. I know Stav have a lot. If I go back to Stav has a lot to say. Stav, what you got?
No, move on.
Oh yeah, Stav said move on. Okay.
Listen,
Nate,
Nate, you
Yes,
brought
sir.
me onto the channel, right?
Yeah, to get
To
more stuff to
educate.
say. Yeah.
To educate. So
Right.
to educate, I need to explain things properly.
Absolutely.
move
That's
on.
why I came to you first. If you have nothing to say, then I'll move on. I know, because you have a lot to say, educate us, and a lot to say on the platform. So, and before I move on, I have to seek your attention before I move on.
No, move on.
Okay, thank you, sir. Per 90 minutes, Chelsea Hakim Ziyech is one under considering at Newcastle United. He's been considered to join Newcastle United. You're right, Stav? Stav need to get some water or something. Steven, Hakim Ziyech has been linked. He's been linked again to Newcastle United. I was seeing Ziyech staying at the Premier League or him moving on to moving on to a different club, Eredivisie, or maybe the Dutch, Eredivisie, or maybe the Italian league. I was seeing him staying in the Premier League.
I'm not sure because obviously in the summer and that there was the interest from Milan and then nothing happened with it. But then I think Ajax are also interested in taking him back, if I'm not mistaken, as well. So you wonder if maybe he'll be more comfortable going back to Ajax rather than like staying in England, going to Newcastle. I wouldn't be surprised if he does go back to somewhere like Ajax, for example.
Yeah, Hakim Ziyech looks like he will be leaving the football club. He's been linked
Although
with lots
actually,
of.
just quickly saying that, it'd be a different manager and probably different system now anyway, because obviously Ten Hag's gone to United, so maybe he won't go to Ajax in the end.
Okay. Phantom of Minute topic. Phantom, big up to you wherever you are, and Happy New Year again. Happy New Year to everyone that is in the chat and listening and then contributing at the same time. Ziyech need to go. Yeah, Phantom of Minute topics. Steven, you got this? Stop. Are you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Steven, you got this for a minute. You guys got this?
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, sure.
All right. 1 minute. You guys can discuss the Hakim Ziyech move. That's what I have on here right now at this moment.
Okay.
Steven.
So yeah, you read out many topics. Comment about Ziyech needs to go.
And then if you guys are done, with the Ziyech, you can move on with the Garnacho rejects a new contract. If you guys are done with it, when you finish with the Ziyech situation,
he signed that.
He signs it.
I saw a report come out earlier today, this afternoon, that he's signing a long-term deal.
Okay, you guys can debate the Hakim Ziyech situation, and I'll catch you guys in just a few seconds.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know about you, Stav, but personally, I've not seen much from him, so I'd actually want him to go ASAP, especially given with the players that we're bringing in as well.
The thing is, like you've seen, like Datro Fofana possibly going out on loan, right? So some of these signings may not necessarily be for now; they'll be for the summer. Ziyech's salary is a bit restrictive, which is possibly why he may go to Newcastle. If he goes back to Holland, he can only go to one place because they'll never forgive him. Right? It can only be Ajax, and they're the only ones who can afford him anyway. And the system's the same. The coach at Ajax now is the coach who was at Club Bruges, and they play 4-3-3. The problem with Ajax is they've let too many players go. Right? They've let too many players go. 8, I think. 8. Two of them.
Anthony and Martinez.
Yeah, 2 of them are at Man United. There's 3 of them at Bayern Munich. Right?
Oh yeah, because of you had
Blind. They've got Gravenbach. Yeah, Gravenbach, Blind.
That's the one.
And I forgot his name now. The right back. His name starts with an M. It'll come back to me eventually. Mazerai.
Yeah, I think I know who you're on about. Yeah, it's escaping me as well.
Yeah, it's Mazerai. Right, so they've got 3. So that's 5 straight away gone to 2 clubs. And there's 2 or 3 others who've gone. Onana, the goalkeepers, he's gone to.
Sebastian Haller was there, wasn't he?
Yeah, Haller's gone to Germany.
Dortmund, wasn't it?
Dortmund, yeah. And he had cancer, didn't he?
Yeah, which obviously great that he's back now, and obviously he's getting past that.
So that was him. That's 6. Onana made it 7. Where did Onana go? Is it Inter Milan? I think he went to Inter Milan.
I know it was definitely Syria.
That's the goalkeeper. Right? And
that's the one that got done for, was it gambling or something?
No, but
he had a ban for something. It was drugs, wasn't it?
Yeah, but he hadn't
tested or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, but he hadn't taken drugs. What he'd done is
it was probably just saying that he was legally taken that popped up.
He took a flu medication, but it had something inside it, which was on the ban list.
You're not allowed. Yeah, so it was saying he was legally taken, just it had something in it that is a banned substance.
So there's him, and David Neres, he left. So there's 8 or 9 of them left, and that team's been decimated. Mad. That's been decimated, right? But there's no money in Dutch football, so teams like Ajax, Feyenoord, PSV, they're the big 3. They have to sell. Even they have to sell. Ajax get the biggest crowd. They get the biggest crowd. But TV money for the Dutch league is pretty poor. And it's not like one of the main leagues on TV around the world. Because I have to struggle to find Ajax's games. ESPN, they show it, Dutch games. But that's pretty much it. And over here in Cyprus, it's only one channel does Dutch football. and that become pay-per-view. So
They made it pay-per-view over there now.
Yeah, in Cyprus.
Oh, it's not worth paying for a Dutch league, man.
For Dutch football, nobody in Cyprus is going to pay for it. So
no, man, you got like a couple of teams and that's it. Like it'd be like paying for the French league. Why do you want to do that?
Yeah, so they could do with Ziyech. They've got the money to pay for him and pay his salary, right? And he will lift them. But I'm in disagreement with you. I think he's, since Potter brought him back in, right? Man City, Newcastle away, Man City again, Crystal Palace on Sunday. I think he's been quite good.
I'm not denying he's been good, but for the majority of the time he's been here, he ain't done it, and we can get players.
But he's been now injured, right? And Tuchel insisted on playing the system 3 at the back, and 3 at the back doesn't suit him because you're not using wingers, are you? You're using wing backs for the width, which
but
means
then even Lampard used 4 at the back, and I don't think he was great then either.
No, he was until he got injured. You have to remember, right? He got injured in his first game for Chelsea, pre-season friendly at Brighton. He came back, right? November time, early December. He got injured again, and by the time he come back, Lampard had been sacked, and Tuchel took over. So we need to remember all this. But I'm telling you now, he'll go somewhere. He needs to leave Chelsea for his own career. Anyway,
I don't think he's got long left on his contract anyway, has he?
No, he's only been here 2 years. So he signed a 5-year one. He's still got 3 years. He's in his 3rd year now. But he needs to leave for his own career.
I think for everyone's sake, he kind of needs to leave, to be honest.
Yeah, you're just meaning it in a derogatory way. Like you don't rate him. I said, you mean it.
No, I rated him. He's not like impressed me since he's joined. Like I'll happily admit, and he knows this. Like if someone has a good performance, I ain't one of those guys who's got to go, oh, they're terrible. I don't do agendas. Like I'll give them credit where credit's due.
So you don't think he had a good game against Palace?
No, I did. I just said, like, recently he has been good for us. But for the majority of the time he's been here.
That's right, because Potter's been playing with 4 at the back. And he's given him the license to play out on the wing and take people on. And cross. He got the assist on Sunday. Right, he's the one who crossed the ball to Havertz to score. And he crossed from the left, the opposite side to what he's used to playing at. Right? Listen, like I said to Neil last night, yeah, and if he remembers, I said that we need different types of wingers. Sometimes you need cunning, cagey one, which is Ziyech. Other times you need someone who's a runner, right? Like Mudryk and like Robin used to be. Robin was about pace, right, and ball control, and he could do it at speed. That's what was good about Robin. But he's going to go anywhere.
Robin's delivery was ridiculous.
No, it wasn't. I saw
it
Robin
was on some of the set pieces he did.
I saw Robin play for PSV before we even signed him. Right. Anyway, doesn't matter. Right. Ziyech's going to go. Newcastle are probably the only ones who can afford his salary. AC Milan want him, but his salary's an issue, so Ziyech will go. If it's not now, it'll be in the summer. So he's either got a couple of weeks left or 4 or 5 months and then he's gone.
I think if he goes, it will end up being the summer because obviously now we've had like, what are we down to in terms of wingers? Really, like there's not really anything there.
All right, guys. Guys, there's a couple messages down here. Comments, sorry. Who do you think will be going on loan? I think that's the question. And also, Ziyech was awesome at corner kick assist, but Lampard sack meant Lampard sack.
No, the
meant
set
corner
piece
kick.
coach is still here, isn't he?
Oh,
The guy for the set pieces, isn't he still here?
Nah, what he
and then
means is
Ziyech is only playing
delivering.
to due so many injured due to so many injury. We have 10 on injured list. So
11, and then you've got Felix, who's suspended from his first game. Oh.
Yeah. So Felix
Do you not
got
make
after
me laugh? Just quickly, I
Is
was
that
listening to
Phantom?
the people on Athletic, right? You know, like they do their podcasts. I was listening to their, I can't remember what it's called. It's like Straight Out of Cobham or something like that, right? And they were going about Mudryk. Let's hope he don't get suspended in his first game. It's like, oh my, it's jinxed. We're cursed.
They're just joking because of Felix.
No, I know,
I was
but
checking.
also with our luck, it will happen.
What is it? Phantom said there. Ziyech's only playing because
Due to so many injuries, because of how many players injured we got. Well, they're saying we got 11 injured players. They're not all 11 players in the same position.
Who's injured? That would play on the right hand side.
Hey,
Well,
what happened here? What did I 123 love you? So she said, "Sorry, my brother, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to sound rude. I was just joking with you, Sav." Oh, okay. What happened here?
Oh, is
No
that the
idea.
you got me? Got him talking so much he's over there coughing up a lung. I'm just joking. Take it easy over there.
Oh,
No,
okay.
it's because
okay.
I'm asthmatic, and
Oh,
sometimes
okay.
my throat will clog up.
Yeah, it looks like
That's
I123 doesn't know you. She doesn't know you.
Well,
Yeah.
he'll have to learn me, won't he? He'll have to learn about me then.
Yeah. I123. He knows you, but maybe you don't know him. But he'll get to know you later. Yeah, he's part of the show over here, and then him and Steven a long time, co-host. So guys, where do we stand here? Moussa Dembele to Arsenal. According to this is coming from Sky Germany, Arsenal are now looking at a move for France winger Moussa Dembele, who has also been
Dembele.
linked.
Is that the
with,
one at Lyon? Because isn't there two Moussa Dembeles?
They have a Moussa Dembele, too many of them. The Dembeles are too many. If you talk about Dembele,
Isn't there a Dembele that was like a wonder kid at Celtic? Then there's one that's at Lyon, and then there's like 3 or 4.
I think it's the one who was at Celtic.
I think this one says France winger Moussa Dembele. Sorry, I said Dembele. It's Moussa Diaby. That's Diaby.
Oh,
Diaby.
Leverkusen.
Says for France winger Moussa Diaby. He's been linked to Newcastle United. Newcastle also doing deals. I don't know how much this guy worth anyway.
I don't have a clue. I've not seen those reports.
Nobody will complain about Newcastle, will they? Doing deals.
And then there's been a Qatarian interest in buying Liverpool. Qatarian interest in buying Liverpool. This has been Qatarian journalist Mohammed Saeed Al-Kabi said that Qatar are giving property to the acquisition of Liverpool Football Club and are seriously interested, but the deal is not complete at this present moment. We will see in the next few days. So the Qatarians are also interested in Liverpool deal.
On that one, I can't remember. I might be wrong. So I stand for correction. I think it was Ben Jacobs potentially said that Liverpool, it seems like they're more likely to sell a minority stake than they are to do a full sale.
Mm-hmm.
But everything's open, but it seems more likely that they'll do a minority stake sale rather than a full sale.
So, there you go. Staff, anything you want to say about this before we move on to David Datro Fofana to Galatasaray? Anything you want to say about this?
What, the Diaby thing?
Yeah, Liverpool. I know Liverpool. The Qatarian drawing interest in Liverpool sale.
It'd be interesting because there was going to be, if we'd have taken the Saudi bid, when they were after Chelsea, there was there was talk of it being a conflict of interest because of Newcastle.
Because it was
So
all the talk was they're linked with the Saudi government or something that
and they are
linked with Newcastle or something like that.
They are. They're all linked. The ones who wanted to buy
it was some
Chelsea,
state-owned thing, wasn't it? It was some state-owned company or something, and that's why there was the conflict, right?
Newcastle are owned by the state, right?
Yeah, the Crown Prince or something, right?
Yeah. The guy who was trying to buy Chelsea, right, is related to the Crown Prince, right? But the reason he didn't have a chance and Chelsea rejected him is because he was going to borrow all the money. Because he's only worth like 1.7 billion. So he wanted to borrow all the money. So then the conflict of interest is, where's that money coming from?
Yeah. But also, we know what happens if Chelsea had got Saudi owners, what the narrative would be.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. The issue with Liverpool, where the Man City's owners from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the other thing. That was my argument the whole time. I said it. I think I said it to uni that, like, when it was going on, I said, so people go on about Chelsea ownership or prospective owners at the time, but you've got to look at, like, people going, you've got so many Americans. Okay, you've got City, who are state-owned, right? You've got Newcastle, state-owned. If you're talking about Chelsea, you've got to talk about these other lot that have some potentially dodgy stuff going on. Don't forget, people were literally outright blaming people like Chelsea and Roman for the war, to the point that people would come to Stamford Bridge and go on about the war. Like, rival fans outside the ground, you'll hear them going on about the war as you're walking in. As if we're the ones that caused it.
It's the whole thing's a nonsense. Right? What all it relates to, right, is that people believe, and this includes governments, right, believe that Putin has hidden his money in the accounts of the oligarchs, including Roman.
Mm-hmm.
So some of them believe that some of the money attributed to Roman is actually Putin's, right? But all this, I mean, the Ukraine asked the US not to sanction him. Roman's not been sanctioned by the US. They asked them not to sanction him because he was in talks, wasn't he? He was in secret talks trying to bring around peace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Stop. I'm not sure if you guys got my message.
I saw your message. I'm going to let you wrap up.
Yeah. Stuff.
Because I'm on low battery, but thanks for having me on as always.
Yeah, Stephen. Thank you very much. Stuff. If you get my message, you know the reason why. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much, and thank everyone that have been in the chat. If I can't mention any name right now, I have to run off at this moment. Go get this little kids from school. So, guys, thank you very much for being on, Stephen. Thank you, and staff also. I'll talk to you guys later when I come back. All right. I'll see you guys again. Everyone that be part of the show. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blue Clouds TV.